Have you ever felt a creative spark just to have it fizzle out because you couldn't figure out what to make? Yeah, me too. I've created something to help with that. Hi, I'm Holly. Welcome to Seeds in Starlight Studio, where we plant creative seeds to grow our glimmers. Today's Glimmer Loop segment is Prompt Book or Prompt List. I'll be using Create This Book by Moriah Elizabeth, and the prompt will be choose one color and use only that color to decorate this page. So you can use whatever supplies you have. I'm going with a black and white television type of feel today because that's hugely nostalgic for me. So I've got some silver cardstock, black cardstock, white cardstock, gray cardstock, some kind of character die set, multiple letter die sets, stars, frames, some ink, blending brushes, paint brushes, and I love a little bit of sparkle, so I'm going to be using some metallic watercolor. Being the overthinker I am, I did need to plan this out a little bit because I wanted to make sure I put the right color on the right layer. So that's just my outline of what goes where. I want to welcome you to my first video. I have been dreading the voiceover part of it for quite some time, but I'm going to follow my inner courage, note the theme of this video, and I'm going to just get on with it and have a lot of fun. They say your body reacts to nervousness and excitement in the same way. It's all in how your brain interprets it. So I'm just going to tell myself how excited I am. I want to go back to the spark that I was talking about at the beginning, the spark of wanting to create. If you're anything like me, you have so many ideas and so many supplies. The options are truly endless, and that makes you completely freeze and end up making nothing. But you end up with more anxiety and more guilt because the loop keeps going. So I am using this adventure to flip the script on myself. I'm creating what I am calling the Glimmer Loop. It is a spinning wheel, and it gives you a prompt to help give you a starting point for creating. Simply a starting point. It's not a plan, it's not some crazy pressure to make something good, it's just a place where I can start. And I can come back to this whenever I need to, and it'll help keep me moving forward on my creative journey. I know people say this all the time, limit your choices. Limiting yourself isn't actually limiting. It gives you some boundaries to create in. There's something about removing all the options that just makes it easier for me to stay in my art room or even enter it altogether. The monochrome aspect of this, being black, white, and grays, it really helps me feel a sense of calm and slowing down. It reminds me of old television, and that nostalgia brings me such a huge sense of joy and peace. And that, my friends, is a glimmer. For me, black and white television just reminds me of staying home sick from school and getting to spend the day with my grandma. Did I ever pretend to be sicker than I might actually have been just so I could stay with my grandma? Absolutely. And I know my mom knew it, but she let me do it, and I have no regrets. So another reason I love the choice of doing the black and white or grayscale color scheme is just that it helps remove the pressure of, oh my gosh, what colors do I use? And I know there are so many tools to help with that, which I will definitely be exploring in future videos, but I thought this was just a nice place to start, just simple black and white. This being my first video really feels right to start with the message that you'll see on this card, have the courage. A lot of times we think of courage as this huge monumental act that we have to do, right? Well, what about the small fears? What about the small everyday things that we have to do just to live life and find a moment of joy? That is bravery too. That takes courage. Today, for me, courage looks like standing at my art table before I even feel ready, before I have a big motivational, inspiring thought, just starting something. And that's why I'm building this glimmer loop to help rein in my overwhelm and give me a starting point. And I hope that this resonates with someone out there and you'll make along with me. When we enter the studio to create, it doesn't have to be a perfect finished piece. It doesn't have to even be good. It just needs to be something. You just need to use your hands. You just need to grab a supply. It can be a pencil. It can be a sheet of paper, anything. When you come to the studio to create, you don't have to try to solve your whole life. Sometimes it's just getting through a moment, getting through to the next moment, and staying here in your life, in the studio, in this creative moment. I think a lot of us wait to do something until we feel ready or until we know all of the answers or until we feel confident. But I gotta say, that's definitely not a prerequisite. So I just want to invite you to the idea that courage isn't something you have to have before you do the thing. It is something that you can build while you're doing the thing. I certainly don't feel ready to start this journey, and I certainly do not have it all figured out, but I'm here, and that's what counts. So I invite you to have the courage, not to be perfect, not to be fearless, just to enter the room, just to start, to stay. So if you've been waiting to feel ready, this is your reminder that you don't have to be ready. You can start here, now, with me. Messy, uncertain, exactly as you are, and that counts. I hope you feel your glimmer today, and if you do, tell me what it looked like. See you later.